Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, and welcoming you to a channel update for the not too distant future on the channel. A quick note: for the next 3 weeks, there won't be any new content on the channel. I knew about this some time ago, and I thought this would be a good time to make some shifts in the channel. We're not doing as many as I thought we would, but it's something to consider later on. Okay. So, first and foremost, is this date right here. Well, I will be away the last 2 weeks of June and the first week of July. You'll notice that Pompey is scheduled to come out on June 26th. And as promised, we are going to return to Imperator Rome, specifically because it's going to introduce the second console to playing a Rome game. Now, there's a real question about whether we're going to start over again from the beginning, because we're not that far into our first playthrough, or though we'll continue where we left off. And while I did put a Twitter poll up, I don't know how many of you voted because I'm recording this video in advance. A lot will depend on how much it's going to fundamentally break the game for this new patch. So we'll see. As I'm recording this, I'm leaning towards start again from the beginning, but maybe I'll change my mind. You'll notice there's also some updates planned for September. Sometime at the end of 2019, and then early 2020 will be the first expansion. So the plan is go ahead and play through Rome. We'll probably incorporate Cicero if we haven't already finished the game by then, and then continue with the channel, with the game as we see fit. So, which game is Imperator going to replace? And the obvious answer is the one that you folks have just seen, This War of Mine. I know I said at the end of that video, but it does bear repeating. I am perfectly willing to play through the game again. But, both to the difficulty of the game, as in the game is challenging, and the difficulty of the topic, as in the game bothers me. And I think it should bother me. I think if you can play through This War of Mine from the beginning to the end and not feel some sort of moral quandary, maybe there's something wrong with you as a person. Or you're just so desensitized to violence, like 90% of society these days, that it just doesn't affect you. That's a topic for another day, maybe. But in any case, I certainly can't play the game that often. So do let me know if you do want to see This War of Mine come back to the channel, because I would be interested in playing it again, just not in the near future. So the complexion of the channel will look like this beginning July the 8th when episodes resume. Monday will be Madden NFL 19. Tuesday will be, and I apologize, I'm trying to do this from memory, Surviving Mars Green Planet. Wednesday will be Imperator Rome. Thursday will be Rimworld. And Friday will continue to be OOTP 20. Also coming out of the not too distant future is going to be Madden 20. I have some thoughts about whether I like to play the game or not. But I'm going to leave those thoughts for another day. And for now, I'm willing to hear your feedback to see if you guys want me to jump to 20 right when it starts out. Or maybe if you're getting tired of the football content on the channel. I really wish Front Office Football was going to be released in the next however long. Because I think it's a perfect game for the channel. And I think personally it's a game I would enjoy quite a lot. But for now, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys also enjoyed the Fort Sumter playthrough a couple weeks ago. I definitely want to do more of that. So if there is a particular board game, a digital adaptation that you guys like, you want to see me play, I've had a couple suggestions already. I love Terraforming Mars, but the Steam reviews I've read suggest that there's some issues with the game, specifically the slow animations that might not make it fit for YouTube. Someone else recommended Scythe, which is another game I'd be interested in playing. I'm quite fond of it. I've already played Star Realms on the channel. We can certainly do that again if people want to see more of that. I've played Magic the Gathering, same thing. But do keep in mind that there may be other board games. And if there's a board game you really enjoy that's not Monopoly, because Monopoly is trash, feel free to drop a comment, and I'll certainly consider featuring it. I like the board games because I think they fit really well with here's a video, not a long series, something I can just drop in when I feel it can be dropped in. I could even play it on a Saturday or a Sunday, and it doesn't have to like consume my life to the point where I need to devote an entire day to recording sessions of it. So, that's what's happening in the future. So, no new content for the next 3 weeks. And I've got to say, I'm already missing not doing videos, but I think this 3 weeks is going to be good for me. I think it's going to be good for me to catch up on some games I haven't managed to play and finish. Maybe I'll finally finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey on PS4. Maybe I will finish Fallout 4 on PC. There's about another half dozen games I'd like to at least start, if not finish. So, I think it'll be good. I'm also going to be away at work for some of the time, so I won't be just sitting here playing games without talking about them. But I do hope you join me when I come back in July. And feel free to check out the backlog while you're waiting. There's a ton of videos on the site. Not literally 2,000 pounds of videos, let's be real. Videos are digital and have no weight. But there are quite a few videos of games I've done in the past. If you wanted to watch my Skyrim series, which I eventually just ended because, frankly, it was getting a bit too long, that's available for you. There's all the OTP 18 and 19 content. There's just all kinds of cool stuff that hopefully you can check out on the channel and enjoy and find something to occupy your time until I come back. I think that just about covers it. So a really quick recap. New schedule July 8th will be Monday OTP, Tuesday Surviving Mars Green Planet, Wednesday Imperator with the Pompey update, Thursday shall be Rimworld, unless those two are reversed, and then Out of the Park Baseball 20 we'll cover on Friday. Feedback wise, I'm most interested in what people want to do about Madden 20. If you want me to play Madden 19 up until release date, if you want me to skip 20, I have reservations, but maybe this isn't the time to go into them. Maybe it's something to visit when I get back. I can read the comments that you guys have dropped below, your own experience with the Madden, and then I can make a decision based on that. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the channel so far. We're not saying goodbye, we're just saying so long. And we'll definitely meet again in the very near future. Until then, though, enjoy the back catalog. Feel free to comment on videos, past or present. I don't believe in thread necromancy. So, if you want to go back to the very first video I did, which I genuinely don't recall at the moment, have at it. But until then, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching. And I bid you good day.